The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
A little bit of everything. I do some singing, some dancing, some chatting with the guests, the skits, the monologues, the comedy.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Wonderful comedy.
It really is a lot of fun.
Again, I remind you that just starting on Monday, we're going to give you a chance at $1,000 6 times a day for a while. $6,000 a day going out the door. Sorry, $6,000 a day going out the door. Eh? $6,000 a day,
perfectly said.
Leaving the facility every single day. Starting Monday, we're going to start paying you, and it's a contest with all stations in our family, national. Which there's a contest within the contest that if we have like the most people participating,
we get the jack.
Well, I don't know if we get the jack.
Oh.
Yeah, the people listening are more likely to win it. So that's what's the best thing about computers and all that stuff. That sees that Phoenix was the one, the computer will reward it. So the more people that play along, pretty awesome. So
you guys are going to win some jack.
Who, the people?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Ghouls.
That's right,
There's going to be some ghouls winning some money.
You said that like a creepy coach. I would have fired that. Like my assistant said something weird.
Gather around on one knee.
You guys are going to win some jack. Just saw this. Toledo, I think you printed this up, and I find this fascinating. Rammstein vocalist Till Lindemann. If you ever wanted to have dinner with the lead singer of Rammstein, and I do.
Really?
Absolutely. The dude's just, first off, if he's at all in charge of what's going on the stage with a Rammstein show, I want to speak to him for 5 minutes because he's creative. Second, his videos, like the things they sign off, and his lyrics, like the things they write about. The dude is awesome. So I would love to sit down. It's 100,000, is that lira or pounds? 117 grand American money. You can go to Moscow, Russia, and have dinner in a hotel room with Till Lindemann. I'll have your visas all taken care of, in addition to having Till sit there and help you out. That is a fascinating idea for $117,000.
Or is that sitting at a big table of 10 or 12 or something?
Great question.
People that
Don't know.
Multiple buyers.
It doesn't say that. It says if you've ever wanted to have dinner with the lead singer of Rammstein, you currently have $117,000. You're in luck.
So it's got to be an
You're given a hotel
deal.
room. Maybe it is a group.
Because it would kind of stink a little bit if it's like here's your party
bundle
of 20.
If it turns into a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And you're just like, hi, Till, and you don't get to have it would have to be for $100,000. I'm one-on-one.
I would think
maybe
so.
even a hand job. Maybe. And I think Till's up for that.
That article says they take care of everything for you.
Well, the
and
hotel
you get
room.
an NFT.
Oh, is that what that is, too? An NFT short animated clip featuring Lindemann pictured at State Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia. There's only 299 of those, priced at $300 apiece. Unreleased one-shot music video of orchestral version of whatever Russian song that is, shot at the same venue. Grab the dinner, one of the NFTs. You can buy it right there as a site to click on. That's interesting. And I don't know that there are many singers and stuff that I'd want to... Who would you want to do? I mean, Dua Lipa.
Axl?
I think Dave Grohl.
Grohl would be pretty cool.
He'd be fun. You can just go to the bar with him.
But I wouldn't spend $100,000. You know why? Because Dave Grohl is that almost hot girl that you feel like, I got a shot with him. Yeah. There's something about Dave Grohl that I think...
Regular guy?
Yeah, I think if I met him, I'd have a chance to go, you want to go grab some beers. Till is someone that you're not going to make friends with. You have to pay to go to dinner with Till. And in reality, you would have to probably do the same for Grohl. But I met Dave Grohl at the Grammys in 2000, and he sat with me and John Tesh, and we hung out. And I'm like, this is just dudes hanging out. Now, this was before the Foo became gigantic. They were still around, but they were not what they were. And he was Nirvana's drummer still to a certain degree.
Did one of our interviews with him in 2005.
He's awesome.
Awesome guy.
So I think he's got that girl next door vibe where it's like, I kind of have a shot. He's an attainable pal. even though he's not.
Right.
He makes like it. But that would be a good one. That's a really good one. Otherwise, I don't know that there's many rock stars out there that...
Corey Taylor for Dom.
Well, Dom would... Come on. Dom would be Corey's hooker.
Dom would sell his house.
Dom would be
Paul
Corey's
McCartney.
He'd put the Robin
or you
outfit
go old
on.
school.
He'd wear the Robin gear. Robin, you're
Holy
looking
Slipknot
looking a little thick there, Robin. Yeah,
After the
Paul
documentary.
McCartney would be pretty awesome. But
Mick Jagger, even though you're not big.
These are
into
not going to be
legends.
$100,000. You're getting in the millions here, and they're not going to sit with you. And
Well,
I mean,
I'm
Adam
saying
Ray.
if it was
Till
100,000.
Adam Ray had Paul McCartney and him just
That's
had a
right.
chat that time. So I mean, it's possible to just run into him, but that's super exclusive. Although in Europe, that's kind of what Till is. A lot of those rock people in Europe, they're ridiculous over there. I mean, compared to here, it's even more. I started thinking about it. I'm like, if you asked that question probably 25 years ago, there's a laundry list of people you'd rattle off. I don't know that there's much now. Like, I'm looking at the list of music that's coming up, and I'm like, meh. And you know why? It's because of social media. We know them already. I don't have $100,000 to hang out with, Ian, or what is it, Ivan from Five Finger Death Punch. I don't have to spend any money to do that. I can just talk to him on the social media. I have that. There's no barrier anymore to your celebrities, so there's no reason to like have them up on a pedestal where you do that.
You don't have to write a letter and wait for a response, maybe.
Right. I don't think Till is too active with the fans as far as social media. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I think that leave them wanting more factor is gone. So that whole, oh my God, we used to do, radio stations used to do that, win a lunch with blah, blah, blah. Remember, we did it all the time at the Zone with baby bands would come in. You can win a lunch with this band, and people would lose their minds. And I'm like, I'm surprised anybody's heard of Black Lab. Yeah. But we had like a line out the door, people trying to meet this band Black Lab, and I was at a lunch. We went down to what used to be the Cajun House. Or no, it's the venue at Scottsdale
that was
now?
Cajun House,
That was Cajun House. And there was a restaurant in there, and this band called Black Lab. Do you remember them?
I do.
Do you remember that? Yeah. They had one really cool song in like 99, I think, 98. And it was a cool, great song. And our program director at the time was Paul Peterson. He's like, they are going to be massive. And my buddy Kevin was a music director, and we put this lunch on for Black Lab, and I swear to God, you couldn't keep up with the requests. And when we got to the Cajun House, there's a gaggle of like 45 people standing outside to see this band that had just kind of popped with one hit. There's a band called Powderfinger that I absolutely loved.
I remember them.
They're like the U2 of Australia, but when they came here, they never really popped. They had a song called My Happiness and a couple others in 2000. They came to the studio, and we were having a little meet and greet, and people were losing their mind. The meet and greet thing was good, but now with social media, nobody cares.
Chumbawamba, I mean, when they came in, there was only room for 5 people because there's 50 in the band.
Right. Chumbawamba, I don't remember being as big.
Well, we tried to do that pizza party with Goat Whore.
Yeah.
Goat Whore, well, that's just fun.
Yeah.
Goat Whore pizza party and ice cream. We tried, and they were in.
And they were in.
We couldn't get the schedule right, and we didn't care because it's Goat Whore. Like if it didn't work,
Pizza
we didn't
and
care.
bowling? It
Yeah,
would've
we were
been
going to do a
great.
pizza party with Goat Whore.
They were totally in.
They're like, absolutely, Goat Whore like pizza. I'm like, that's how I assumed they answered that. But it was weird because we, like, you don't do that anymore. We couldn't have. I guess there's a couple you could do. I don't know if the response would be anything though. If we said, you can win a lunch with Corey Taylor, maybe that has some legs.
Oh, yeah.
James Hetfield, probably.
Oh, those are the legends for sure. Yeah. Lunch with Metallica would be.
But like one that just had one hit that just came out or something.
What
or
we
two
used to do.
singles.
Yeah, bands that weren't huge. You're like, Greta Van Fleet 25 years ago would have been just like, oh my God, this is the up and coming whatever. And I could say, but now with social media, you can just talk to them. I think that's kind of destroyed a little bit of the lure of celebrity and fandom and stuff. Look, and I'll tell you this, I had lunch with Dave Mustaine once, and I would never do that again. He was awful. He was terrible. Larry, Larry's wearing a shirt with the Pretty Reckless. With Gossip Girl's Taylor Momsen. You wouldn't like.
That's not $100,000.
We don't even have
lunch
to,
with her.
Do those record companies even offer that anymore? Like have lunch with or have dinner with this band that's coming up for listeners?
Oh, to listeners? Yeah, they'll do stuff like that.
We never do it.
Well, I mean, the last year and a half has been all.
Well, obviously COVID, but even still prior to that, we haven't done it in years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well, we had Godsmack here.
Yeah, and we
did
had
people
Godsmack.
eat?
Yeah, we did with Barbecue Bob out on the patio here.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Godsmack and Barbecue Bob were here?
Godsmack and Barbecue Bob. It was great, man.
But remember,
Best
though,
pork ever.
that when we used to do that, people would just flood it. And I don't know that they would do that for anybody. And I think people have a higher standard of what they're going to go after, like Taylor Swift. It has to be superstardom for them to do it. Because, like I was saying, the Black Lab thing was monstrous. We had lunch with Black Lab, and people were flooding us.
Right.
We had one with Cowboy Mouth, for God's sakes. And it was a dinner.
Multiple times.
We had a dinner with like 25 people that couldn't get enough of that. And it was just the demand for that kind of stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, they certainly don't offer that up as much as they used to.
Right.
But it is still a thing.
It's a thing.
I think there's similarities as far as some of these YouTubers or, like the even below the Jake and Logan Paul. Those guys come in town.
That's true.
These people come out.
That's true.
Oh,
it's amazing.
With the comedy clubs, our friends are doing afternoon shows there, and they sell out.
Yeah.
So that's,
Maybe that's
500-600 people.
Well, that's the dangerous thing to me is they feel like they. But again, I can warn you that it's not what it's cracked up to.
Yeah.
Because my lunch with Dave Mustaine was weird.
Never meet your
Never
heroes.
meet all your heroes are assholes. That's a fact.
I almost said never meet your assholes.
Well, it's the same thing. Toledo, you're absolutely right. It's very true that's the case. But Dave Mustaine, huh? Huh?
Tobias.
But think of that.
We sat down with him and we were like, oh my God, he's so cool.
But that's you and me. I'm talking about if we gave a chance to the listeners, like it was a struggle.
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Because people can just go, I'll just text him. I'll get on Instagram and I'll talk to Tobias.
True, yeah,
you don't have to meet them
tweet
anymore.
and that kind of stuff, yeah.
So the whole meeting him thing's dead.
But as far as for you and I, meeting him that day, I was kind of nervous. I was like, this guy is a hero of mine. I hope he's not an asshole. But he was really cool.
He was really cool.
Yeah.
He wasn't my hero, though. I liked him, but you have a fandom thing. You have a little boy crush on him.
I'm a fanboy, for sure.
And I don't blame you. They're great. But
I think you're right. I think social media has dropped it down a way. The guys that don't participate as much, like your James Hetfields and maybe your Bonos and things like that, are on another level.
That theory of leave them wanting more
right
is most certainly dead 90% across the board. I think you're right that YouTube stuff's weird. But, again, it's a bunch of 12-year-olds that show up. It's strange. They still have
all
that.
over. I mean, not only 12-year-olds. It's
mostly though, because like the thing like
the
Kirby
24
would go to
lower.
Yeah, you're not really getting into. I don't think a lot of 22-year-olds are just firing off unless it's Jake Paul's going to fight Tekashi 6ix9ine at the mall. Then people show up because that's what they do. It's weird. It's almost like
I'd show up for that.
I would too.
I don't know who I'd want to win. I mean, can they both lose?
Look, I want it to be a draw and I want it to be a bloodbath. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's why I always say is like you can like tonight. Brett's going out to Hooters. Nobody cares about meeting Brett.
No.
Because you can talk to him on Instagram.
Right.
You can chat with Brett anytime you want.
Email, all that stuff.
The fourth wall's down.
I don't know. There's some ladies that want to finger through his hair.
Oh, people want to touch him. That's different.
Yeah.
But you got to worry about them. The ones that are like, I talk to him all the time. I want to take it a step further. And that's why I think we don't do that anymore. It's because the people that want to meet the celebrities are usually the weirdos, and we started to run into that a little bit more. It's like I've been tweeting you for the last 2 years, and you don't respond back. It's like, oh boy, poor Corey Taylor's got to deal with this now. And then
knock it off, Dom.
Some guy shows up and starts touching your face, going, talk to me, talk to me. It's like, oh no, we got a guy. Please, Corey, touch me. Sorry about that, Corey Taylor. Let's get him back to the station. It just sets the celebrity to look like a dick. Unless it is Dave Mustaine, who invites you to lunch and then treats you like crap. That was weird.
He at least pay?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
No, you know what?
It was the label
Did you guys
guy?
go
Was
Dutch?
the label guy
KUPD
there?
paid for that. It was weird. JJ paid for it and then asked everybody for cash.
Oh, it's a regular lunch.
Double dipper. That's a true story.
They're sitting in.
Like, wait a minute. I thought you paid for the... Oh, no, it was my own card. So I give him $20. Mustaine, let me peel off a couple of Jacksons. Yeah, thanks for lunch, Jake. Thank you, Dave. Then he expensed it and he double dipped. So in a way, we kind of won that lunch. But you can have dinner with Till Lindemann from Rammstein for $117,000. What would you pay for dinner with him, Brady?
Not that much.
A little heavy.
Yeah.
What would you pay?
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
And you got to pay taxes over $17,000. Remember, we had this discussion a while back with Brady.
Oh, that's right.
Gifting?
That's right. On
That's
gifting.
right.
Well, I don't think you have to pay taxes on something you've paid. That's going to cost me another $34K. This guy's an idiot. Just keep getting money out of him. And then, just to prove. I'm
already into him for almost $1,000. I still have 4 tickets to that concert.
That's true. That's next September now. And to prove that you don't need to spend that kind of dough, Cameo. You can because Rudy Giuliani is dead broke, evidently, which is hilarious. And you see what people are doing. Rudy Giuliani is now on Cameo, which is just embarrassing considering his last role was basically, was he the Attorney General of the United States? I don't know what his job was. He was like a big deal.
The president's private attorney, one of his private
God knows what the hell was going on there. And now he's on Cameo, and he's not allowed to defend himself, but he's he needs money, evidently, because otherwise, why would you do this? And people are making him say, without question, Donald Trump lost the last election. Hi, I'm Rudy Giuliani. They're making him say things he would never say. They're just puppeteering.
And he'll do it?
He has to because he needs cash. I don't know how much he's doing, but the requests are rolling in. That's Giuliani here, former governor of New York. By the way, Donald Trump's an asshole. Here, listen, this is Rudy's.
That would bring happiness to their day. I would be delighted to do it. It can be arranged, and we can talk through the magic of Cameo. Thank you.
And now people are just like, say Trump lost. That's it. That's all they're...
$275.
I'll give you $300 to say Trump lost.
If there's an issue of concern that you want to discuss, or a story you'd like to hear or share with me, or a greeting that I can bring to someone that would bring happiness to their day, I would be delighted to do it. It can be arranged, and we can talk.
Hi, it's Rudy Giuliani for Cameo, and I know for a fact, without question, and I'm not allowed to lie anymore because it's under oath, that Donald Trump performed analingus on Vladimir Putin. Happy birthday, Tommy.
I will do anything. I mean, anything.
I'll do anything. You want me to blow a goat? I'll do it. I am broke. These legal books behind me, they're paper. There's nothing there.
You can actually do a one-on-one video call with them, too, for an extra upcharge.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if you want to talk Rudy.
And then you give him a script. Happy birthday to your Aunt Susan, and Donald Trump is a homosexual. Why do you make me say these things? Whatever. Where's the goat? Happy birthday, Tommy.
You finally get a good topic.
Yeah. Cameo Giuliani.
And time's up.
Sorry, that's your minute. Sorry, we didn't get into it. Could you say that Donald Trump is he committed all sorts of felonies and you lied in court about it? Nope, can't say that. Well, then I'm not paying you the $275. Trump is a criminal. In fact, he stole my wallet once. I had to chase him around the White House for a little bit. It was a very funny day. So, so for $300 you can get, at one point, one of the more powerful men in this world.
Yeah.
When he was the mayor of New York and the entire world changed with 9/11. He was the hero of that.
And now USA pass.
Who would have ever guessed 20 years later, $300 will wish you happy birthday and tell you that all of his friends are crooks. He was, that is a fall from grace. That's a big one.
The hair leaking thing is just such
the
a
hair bleeding
thing.
And the blowing your nose and then putting and wiping your mouth with a booger napkin. And
press conferences at landscaping places.
It was
Top-notch
Four Seasons.
Four Seasons.
Next to that adult bookstore. The dude just lost it. And somebody had to sit and go, Rudy, I know we're tight on cash, and you could Cameo $300 a pop. People will do it. I was like America's attorney. I was the mayor of New York. I was the most important man in this nation. Yeah, you're not anymore. So what do? They just read their script for $300. I could do that. Is Mustaine do it?
Yeah.
His voice is all gravelly now. Let me hear that.
No.
No, jeez. He almost said the F word.
I will tell you that if you do have me do a cameo for you, a portion of the proceeds will go to the charities that I support.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. He's more than Rudy. He's $299. Rudy's $275. He's $99.
Mustaine, wow.
Texters are saying, screw you guys. I'd gladly pay $1,000 to sit down with any of you to any of your charities. Wait, now that I read that back, maybe not so good.
It's heavy. It's heavy for lunch with us. I'd rather you just give the charity some money and say, you know what?
You don't need the interaction with us.
I might disappoint you. In fact, let me tell you, I will disappoint you. You go to lunch with me and you find out I'm this isn't exciting.
John, here's my list.
You better like to eat.
Brady's not going to talk to you. You're going to eat half a meal, by the way, because Brady's eating half of yours.
John, you get there? Jing Chow soup. I'll eat that. I love that pho.
Here's my list. 3 famous people. Mm-hmm. One you can shake hands with and talk to for 5 minutes. 5 minutes only.
This is the
one you can have lunch with, and one you can go on a weekend vacation with at their place. First one on my list, Bill Murray, shake hands and talk with for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Howard Stern that I could have lunch with.
Solid.
Barkley that I go on a vacation with.
That's good. That's the F, Marry, kill of platonic relationships.
Yeah.
Handshake, lunch,
5 minute
weekend.
Lunch for handshake and talk for 5 minutes. Have a lunch with. So what? 30 minutes an hour.
Man,
and then spend a weekend.
Mine's twisted.
Dua.
Well, Dua's the weekend.
Right.
Dua Lipa's my weekend.
Platonic, of course.
No, I'm going to try as hard as I can. 5 minutes. Handshake, Caitlyn Jenner.
Nice.
Lunch.
I would have thought lunch with Caitlyn.
No, lunch with OJ.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then
it's not in L.A.
And then a weekend with Dua.
Yeah, you can.
We can't.
Yeah, can't
I'd
do it in L.A.
love to go with you out to lunch, Sean, but you keep picking places in Los Angeles, and then we might get seated next to murderers. I'll go with you here in Las Vegas where there are no crimes. Except for yours. You committed one there, too. Well, yeah, but I know I did that.
I didn't kill anybody.
I didn't kill anybody here. I killed people in L.A. I can't go back to L.A. Looney.
John Dobson High alum here. So money to your charity. All we can talk about at lunch is the smoking section, the brawls, and the bay crap cray cray teachers.
Wow, you're from a different generation. We didn't have bay crap cray cray when I went to school.
Bat crap.
I understand.
Cray. Okay.
But we didn't say cray cray yet. So you're like, you're too young. I want to hang out. You're going to say
you're
stuff
10
like,
years
you're too woke to have lunch with me. You say cray cray.
You did what?
Yeah, I don't like the words cray cray coming out of my lunch companion. I'll shake hands with you and talk for 5 minutes about the smoking section, but let's avoid cray cray.
I've revised my list, John. If I pay $1,000 for lunch for you guys, I want Brady to hook up with the barbecue, and I want Brett to hook up with the gravy. Mama's sauce has to be there.
How arrogant is it, though, for us to go, hey, want to win lunch with me? It's like, win lunch? I get lunch every day. It's easy. Yeah, I know, but like, unless you're from Africa, winning a lunch is nothing. And we'll give you free food to go get yourself. Yeah. But like if I say, you got to do it with me, that's arrogant and awful. Nobody wants to eat me. I don't want to eat with Brady because I don't want to look at it. It's like watching Toledo have sex. Look. Brady, you got chicken wing on your forehead.
We're not even at lunch yet.
I don't know how you did that.
It's Wednesday.
I don't even know how you did that.
I had them last night.
So anyway, paying people to talk to you is essentially what Cameo is. And it has taken that fourth wall down. It's very strange. Very interesting. So people are emailing me all over. That's a good game, though, to play that.
It is.
Handshake lunch weekend. Who's yours?
Handshake, right off the bat.
No repeats, Brady.
Nobody repeats.
No, I'm saying you can't repeat one of ours.
What somebody else has already said.
No, let's see. Handshake would be, jeez.
You got to be thinking of Ohio State everything.
Handshake and a 5-minute talk.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer.
No kidding. I'd do handshake and a punch face.
It's funny. I was going sports, too.
And so then lunch?
Lunch, I think it would be fascinating.
I know who you're doing.
Who?
Gordon Ramsay.
No. Oh. But I did think about that. Like, there are a couple of chefs that you're doing.
Food.
But a lunch with Trump would be interesting.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
That's a good one. And then a weekend?
And then a weekend, I would lean to someone that way.
Guy Fieri.
No, I'd probably go with, right now, a golfer. Tiger Woods.
No kidding. You are going to get laid.
A weekend with Tiger?
Chances of Brady getting laid on his is higher than mine.
There's some upsides to
Or
that.
you're going to get a car accident.
Hang on, I got to call this girl Rachel real quick.
I got to sign this NDA.
I know what you're doing. Jeez. Tiger, I'm driving.
What about you? Suicidal doesn't count.
No. What, the 5 minutes with?
5 minutes, yeah, handshake and 5-minute talk.
Let's see. Probably Michael Jordan.
Good one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Good one. Because you don't want to get too deep with Michael.
hang with him too long.
Because he's going to treat you like garbage. All right, yeah. Lunch?
Lunch.
I like this game.
Gordon Ramsay's kind of interesting because I'd love to see him just getting pissed off at the food that's coming.
Yeah, you'd like to take him to like a place that he might hate.
Yeah.
And see what
he does. Totally.
This is terrible. Brett, why did you take me to the Olive Garden?
Donkey.
You donkey. Somebody said, can I pay Brett to go to Big Surf with me? How about a weekend?
Actually, lunch, maybe a Pesci. Oh. That'd be interesting.
That'd be good.
Wow.
And your weekend, of course, would be De Niro. Who would you have your weekend with? Gina Lola Brigida.
No. You know what? Going back to it, I think almost Dave Grohl would be cool to hang out with all weekend long. Yeah,
Gay.
going to the bars and just no way.
So gay.
No way.
How come everybody's picking dudes? What's the matter with you? Get a weekend. You got to try. You get one day to like charm her.
What if she's a bitch?
Yeah, well, you find out.
Then you're wasting the whole weekend.
What if Grohl's a bitch?
No,
it's a dude. It doesn't.
If it's a weekend,
it doesn't hurt as much.
it's a high end.
It doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt nearly as much. If Grohl turns out to be kind of a bitch, that didn't hurt. If Dua is a bitch, you're like, ouch. I knew this would happen.
Yeah,
you get your hopes up for Dua. You might be right. You may have spun me on the whole gay thing. What about you, Richard? Your dad, and your dad.
For the 5 minutes, I was thinking sports as well, like Gary Payton. I've always had a fascination with Gary Payton.
For 5 minutes?
Mouthy. Yeah, just for 5 minutes, because I'm not sure I could take Gary for.
I don't know if there's a whole lot to ask. Yeah,
and then
most of what you need.
The lunch would be another sports one because I want to see if I can only take so much Russell Wilson in his press conferences, but I do a lunch just to see if he's on like that all the time.
If he's always that phony person.
And then weekend it would be like Kate Beckinsale.
No kidding.
She's
cougar.
Hot.
Yeah, but she's 50.
So
dumb.
She looks good.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm 50 too.
Yeah.
50. So
50 as well. 50.
Yes.
You are 52.
53.
No, that's right. Dumb. Who fantasizes about that?
You know what? I would change up the golf
right,
weekend.
But at least mine is like I don't know. It's fantasy worthy. Yours is a mom.
Is she a mom? I don't think she's a mom.
I think she's a mom. She's pumped.
Isn't she the one that's going after all the young dudes now?
Yeah. She don't want you.
There you go.
You need to go out with his friends. You go out with the girl. You're going to just end up disappointed.
I've been out with Mangoop.
You're going to end up disappointed.
I don't need to go out with his friends.
Yeah, you can't pick her. You'll just end up sad. Marcus Mang would be interesting to ask this question.
Oh,
too.
my God.
Let's see, Satan?
Yes. He's probably already met Satan.
Mussolini.
Yeah.
Ceausescu.
Resurrect Pol Pot and Hitler and have a weekend in Mexico. Yeah, that's a good game.
Well, he'll
nice
be
job.
in here in 10 minutes.
I don't want to ask him that. It's scary.
Come on, you have to ask him.
I just don't understand why you pick a mom.
She's not a mom.
I think she's a mom.
I don't think she's a mom.
You listen to mom problems. That's like saying your weekend would be with #IMom so hard. I don't want a mom. She got to call her kids every once in a while. I guess I'm thinking fantasies. Like I'd write I'd write a song with Dua and like have this connection. What are you going to do with Kate Beckinsale? She's not going to put you in movies.
You don't know that.
I do.
It's my weekend. I can fantasize how I
stuff.
want.
Your weekend stuff. I'd rather be.
She's not going to put you in a song.
Yes, she is. I'd help her write a song. I'm creative. I'm good. I can talk into this.
What are you going to be, the Swede?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Billboard, baby, Dua Lipa, make them dance when they come on. That's right. Oh, man, I might be the Swede. She needs a new baby. How about the dude with hair on his earlobe? Brady's is better than yours. I'd rather hang out with Tiger than some mom. And she's probably got a drink Ensure in the morning. You'd find out stuff about Kate Beckinsale you wouldn't want to know. Like she has to eat that Jamie Lee Curtis candy to poop right. She's too old. Nobody fantasizes in their 50s. That's ridiculous. Anyway, good game. Nice job. Who came up with that? Who was the guy who said that? That was a good one.
I don't know. I'll ask him.
That was a good one. It's the platonic F, marry, kill. Handshake lunch weekend. I like that. I really like my selections, too. Caitlin, OJ, and Dua Lipa. Who would have ever put those in unless they die in the same day? Nobody's ever mentioning them in the same sentence. We got Rock Horse coming up a little bit. Sorry. A little adrift on that one, but that's all right. It's 98 KUPD.
98. You were right, man. We should do this thing. 98.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.